Alright, so we landed down into our new map here. I just paused time for now, but basically taking a look. For a normal playthrough that I like to do, I like to really just dig into the mountain and just make a completely safe mountain base. This map is really good for that. Seems like there's a lot of area for mountain to dig into. And there's also a couple areas where it would be good to expand to and kind of start. So this area right here seems pretty good because it can just wall off this section and be safe at the start for the most part. And there's also this geyser here, which would be good for power. So that'll be nice and protected if I put a wall there. So this is a good area. And there's also this area here that I like too, just because it's hard to get to and it's pretty easy to defend. However, I think I'm going to end up starting off here just because of this steam geyser. And yeah, so I think we can go ahead and get started with this. First thing that I like to do is just set up stockpile zone in the area that I want to be. I'll probably dig into the mountain right here. So I might just create an initial building around here. I want to chop these trees. That'll be a good area for a stockpile zone. These guys should start hauling. Yep. When I start off with a husky as well. Alright, ancient danger. There's one right there. And it looks like there's another one here. I don't know if they're the same one or different. They're made of different walls, so I assume that they're different, which is kind of weird that they're in that same spot. Alright, so they got survival meals. And I think I allowed some other areas. Yeah, 4 survival meals there. Alright, cool. And kind of what I normally do first is just check out the area. So we got some horses here, which is good. We can get some initial food. And speaking of which, I like to start off growing rice. Just because it's the quickest to grow. So when you want that first initial set of food coming in, then it's good for that. Other than that, I only like to stick to potatoes and corn, and ideally one of those. So once I get established and have plenty of food in reserve, then just corn. That way it minimizes how many things are on my left menu there. But yeah, so do some rice there, and then something that takes a little while longer to grow, such as the initial medicine, the heal root. Alright, so nobody's skill is at that level yet, but once it is, then they'll plant that. Then kind of get some cotton set up too. I like to have a lot of initial cotton because I do carpets and bedrooms. And then finally do a large thing of potatoes. I think that's all I really grow at the start. I like to also plant hops because it's a good way to make some money. And who is a handler? Vlad. Animals 2, animals 4, animals 1. Honestly, D could probably be the handler. And we will want to train up our husky to haul. That'll be very nice at the start. Alright, so D is our main miner. So once we get initially set up, then I'll have him start carving away at the mountain to make a huge base. Vlad will mainly be our construction guy. Also our researcher and anything that requires social. Then Ironhead will mainly be our cook, our crafter. He'll be our cook until we find like a designated cook. He'll be our crafter, and he'll also help with construction if there's a lot in the backlog. But yeah, to get set up initially, we'll do a stonecutter's table. there's going to be a lot of stone chunks coming out from the mountain. So I'll probably want the stone cutter's table inside the mountain at some point. But for now, maybe just put it right here. And we can make a wooden structure around that too. To start, let's get wooden structure. Let's get rid of that. A wooden structure around our stockpile so nothing rots. What's Vlad doing? I also have Dub's bad hygiene, so I need to set that up pretty quickly. Is there a lake nearby? Oh, way up there, that won't work. This could also be good for defense too. Build a wall there and force people to come around that way. Yeah, I can look into that in the future. I got some gold here too, which is nice. But yeah, anyways, Dub's bad hygiene. We need to create some bathrooms and showers. Otherwise, they're gonna get upset that they're going to the bathroom on the ground. I think usually initially I do a latrine. I could do a little bathroom area in here. Just initial something. Planting. I think he prioritizes planting over construction. Or sorry, he doesn't construct, he mines. Yeah. So he's got some work to do, which is fine. And for the first night, if we can also get some wooden beds made, that'd also be pretty good. What's Ironhead doing? Doesn't seem like he's doing much. He's just going for a walk. Alright, so he'll help with construction, which will be good. I think we can get him going on making some blocks. And I think this map by default has marble and marble and slate. Those are the two ones. So let me get some slate going, because slate is a little bit stronger than marble. So once we do our initial walls and stuff, it's going to be made out of slate. Let's do it until we have, let's say, 250 radius. I didn't know this radius thing existed for the longest time. The radius is that. And then just drop on the floor, whatever, it's fine. Ironhead should get going on that. I might force him to do that. Speed up time a little bit. Alright, and then once I kind of get things queued a little bit, I just look at the needs and see if there's anything. Oh yeah, table. We need a table. See if there's anything obvious that's missing to take care of. And initially I just might put like a table here for now. A few chairs. And then, one thing I forgot about is a dumping zone. Probably just put a dumping zone here. Clear all critical. Scroll down to chunks. And do stone chunks. Alright, and then I see that there's some weapons on the ground here, so I just want to see who's good at shooting. And it is, so once he's done, equip that. And Vlad, I think, is good at melee, so I will want him to equip that. That should be good. There's a gun, too. But that's fine. I think, yeah, Vlad has 0 shooting. Alright, and then to take stock, we have a bunch of silver, which is good. We have a bunch of components, which is fine. We can mine out this steel once we kind of get set up with stuff. We have Wake Up, which is good. I don't know where we got that from. We have 43 survival meals, so between 3 people, what do they eat? Like 2 meals a day. So that should last, I don't know, around 7 days or something. Like my math could be way off. 6 times 7 is 42. Yeah, okay. Alright, and then just for fun, do an animal sleeping spot. Should be good. No, this is enclosed. It's 50 degrees out, so should be fine. Okay, iron head. We can make him not do all that. And I think for construction, once construction's done, Vlad will cook or craft. I think might as well utilize him. So I'll do a slate wall. Just do a generic slate wall here with a slate door on that end and a slate door on that end. Once I get enough wood, then I'll just do like a line of spike traps. And eventually maybe do a kill box. I do have, where is it? Vault wall and door making, and these things are basically indestructible, but they require Devil Strand to make, so it's kind of like a mid-game thing to start using. So I kind of hate using kill boxes because it just, once you get into the late game, it takes a while and a lot of resources to reset a kill box sometimes. And honestly, I don't love fighting in this game. I'm not good at it. That's one thing where I want to get better at. But yeah, basically, if you're new to Rimworld, the AI, like the enemies, when they attack you, they'll path find kind of the least resistance path into your base to destroy stuff and attack you. And if you put up a wall, then they'll first try to get through the wall. That'll buy you some time to get your people situated and shoot at them. That's kind of how I normally handle it. And but ideally you have like one path that goes into your base. So this wall will have like a hole in it, but it'll zigzag back and forth, so they have to like walk through this long path. And ideally you put a bunch of like spike traps and other traps inside of that, so it just wears them down and makes it a lot more manageable. Kind of thing. So that's what a kill box mainly is. You can use mods and put like turrets where the colonist or the raiders like come out of, and the turrets just annihilate them. But usually I don't like doing that because it doesn't handle every single raid situation. But anyways, so building a wall here. This will be good for the beginning game. One thing that I might be worried about is our husky being hunted by an animal. So I might make a zone. Manage areas. I'll just do a new area. I'll do. Oops. What was that? I'll rename this to raid. Basically, select everything within the wall. I know that I'll expand it into this mountain at some point, so I'll just preemptively expand this raid zone so it covers all this area. And I might expand up here too. So, oh, this is where the ancient dangers are. But yeah, that should be good for now. And I'll set our pet so he only stays in there. Alright, so this is kind of an example. Oh, they did wooden doors? Alright, that's not good. That's not what I wanted. Alright, so Timberwolf. This Timberwolf is hunting D, so I'll just... Timberwolves can screw people up. I can either hide behind my wall now that it's built, which is why I like making a wall right away. or since I know that I'll want my people to roam out here and pick up resources or whatever, I'll just take care of this right away. And I'll have Vlad stand out here since he's the melee guy. Oh, D was up there, that's why. Alright, these guys should... Ooh, are they not gonna shoot? Alright, perfect. Nobody took any damage. Alright, this is fresh, so we can actually butcher this for some meat. Which reminds me, I need to make a butcher table. For now, I'll put the butcher's table out here. Get that constructed. Ironhead will take those slate blocks. For Dub's bad hygiene, we want toilet. Do slate toilets. And then we want 2 slate showers. Gotta do it the same way, otherwise it'll bother me. Slate doors. Plumbing. I know I could use wooden plumbing, which will probably be better. But for some reason, I don't know. I think wooden plumbing is kind of cheap. When I picture plumbing, I picture something that's made of steel. And then I need sewage outlet. Ideally, maybe we can start doing some research too. Ideally, I want a septic tank. And before I forget, I want to replace these wooden doors with slate ones just so they last a little bit longer. Smooth that wall. Alright, Vlad should be busy for a bit constructing things. What else do we need for hygiene? We need an electric pump. Pump there. For power. I always use like normal power conduit, but lately I've been using this hidden conduit, and I've never used the hidden conduit from the start just because it's more expensive to use, but it doesn't allow to any like fires or anything from like short circuiting. So if I start off from the very beginning using these, then it might be good. And normally I start off with a wind turbine, just because they're not super expensive. I don't know if this pipeline will block the wind turbine. Just in case it does, I'll just put this here. I need to chop those 2 trees and bring power to wind turbine, connect it up. Once that's connected, then the electric pump will start working. Then we need a place to store the water from the electric pump. Or actually, we need a, what's it called? A water well. It shows us how much water is under the ground. I think I can put this outside. As long as this is connected to our plumbing, and the plumbing's also connected to the electric pump, then that'll start pumping water. And then all we need left is a water tower, which I will put right there. And all the water will go into that water tower. It's running out. Alright, so we got a good amount of construction to do. I want to check the radius on this. Alright. those. Oops. Pick up those slate chunks over there. And once we start digging into the mountain, I think I'll just use plans for now. Might put that one back so it's even. Something like this. One main hall. Going to the back. Let's put a reminder here to not go past that because I can't build outside of that zone. And ideally I'd want, if we're growing a lot of our initial crops out here, ideally I'd want like the main freezer. I like making huge freezers. So I want the main freezer to be very close to the entrance, and then eventually we'll have hydroponics close to that. Maybe like 3 things of hydroponics. That way we won't be reliant on anything outside. That's how I make my ideal base. And then yeah, so if there's eclipse, that doesn't matter because we don't have any solar panels. I think crops will grow. Yeah, they won't grow. So that's affecting our crops, but that's fine. Rice is already at 26%. Great, we got free meat. Alright, I'd love for this butcher table to be made. Where's this? Spoils in 1.8 days, and we'll butcher those pigs because I don't want pigs. I don't normally use pigs, but I think they eat corpses. They do. Alright, so that might be a good way to dispose of any corpses from raids. They eat live plants. I'm just trying to see if they eat live plants. I assume that means like just normal grass and stuff. If that's the case, then I could do a pen up here. Might do a quick pen. It should be structure, right? I don't normally do animals just because they can get out of control real quick. I know, yeah, you can easily manage that, but do a couple gates there. I think under miscellaneous, yeah, there's the pen marker. Alright, so this pen can feed 5 cows during the summer and basically not during the winter. Cargo pods as well, I didn't see this. Alright, I don't want any of those. Pigs. Alright, pause for a second, put it down to 1 speed. Butcher creature should be forever. Ironhead is our chef, so I want him butchering that. And then we will want an electric stove, which I can put inside here for now. I know this will be a mess. Should probably do some shelves at some point. Alright, there's a lot of construction that needs to be done, but we have power, which is good. Probably need to research batteries soon. I don't think Vlad will do any research. Not for a while, anyways. Alright. I want him to build this fence so we can bring the pigs down. I do have D as... What is he doing up here? Oh, he's gathering steel. Alright, that's cool. Always use that. Oh, I need to chop these trees. And D is awful at chopping trees. Oh wow, he really is awful at. Alright, I really want him to finish this. So we can get the pigs in before they wander off. We have enough slate, so that's good. And Vlad might be a little upset. At least he has a burning passion when he's constructing. But yeah, so these are some debuffs that we'll have to address soon. Darkness, we can easily add a light in here. Filthy, clean up this, add a floor to that. Slept in the cold, yeah, that's easy to take care of once we get batteries and AC units. He was getting tired, but let's see if he finishes that. And also need him to do the bathrooms so we can have a place for our colonists to go to the bathroom and take a shower. Alright, I know Ironhead also has construction skill. Yeah, level 6, so I know Vlad needs to sleep, so I'll switch him out with Ironhead. And I guess the reason why it looks a little green, like a green haze, is still because of the eclipse. Alright, so this is a pretty solid start. The only thing that we don't have are these heal root plants, which is fine because we have 30 medicine. D will be doing the majority of our growing, so he'll level up his plants pretty quickly. And let me also queue up that he gets that pen marker complete, and then I think we can bring the pigs in. Alright, eclipse has ended, our crops will start growing again. Oh, I didn't take into account that the dog also consumes food. So the survival meals are going down a little bit faster than I thought they would, but that's okay. We have some meat here. We can get the electric stove built. We're missing steel? No, we got steel. And then D. I'd like it if D. Where's the pigs? Right. So what is that noise? I don't want our pigs to. Hopefully he does that in one shot. And there's also this. Missing body parts, 26%. We could pick that up too, but I don't know. Still have horses that we can hunt here. Alright, so for food, I like doing the 4 times just because it's easier. Yeah, I can still do that. I'll do 8 for now. And Ironhead should automatically go to cooking after he's done with that. I know Vlad is kind of pissed off, so we'll let him cloud watch for a little bit. The showers work, but the toilets won't work because there's no septic or area for bathroom waste to go. So at least people can start taking showers, though. Minor break risk. D. What's going on, D? Yeah, you gotta go to the bathroom. Alright, Ironhead is making some food, so that will. Oh, we just ran out of power. It's not supplying enough, that's why we need batteries. Water is okay, we have 200 liters. That should be at a constant rate as long as there's power. How many liters per day? 15. Pipe to pump. Ground capacity. Okay, so we're piping 1,500 liters per day. As long as there's power. Powering that. We really don't need that much water. Once we get a few good days of water being pumped, then this will mostly be full. I've never really had an issue with water. Alright, we got our pigs. That's cool. Does this tell us nutrition consumption? So each pig is about 0.8 nutrition that they eat, which just means that they, the grass that's in this pen, in this zone, that's how much each of those pigs will eat. And there's around 4.5 growth, so we can have, I don't know what the math is on that, but we can have a handful of pigs. That's good. And once we get a few extra pigs, let me actually do some animal sleeping spots here. That way, I don't know if this is how it works, but if you have a male and female animal, if they sleep next to each other, they might be more likely to actually produce offspring. I don't know if that's the case or not, but it makes sense if that's the case. So tomorrow they'll sleep in the same area and see what happens with that. I think, how long does it take for pigs to... growth time 19 days. Adult meat 238. Alright, so it takes around 6 days to create a new pig. Okay, let's put that. Yeah, we still have steel. I don't know how. I think for now, since we aren't going to have septic tanks for a little while, I'm going to... this isn't ideal. Where is it? I'm gonna put a sewage outlet that goes outside of our base, and that might get attacked by raiders or set on fire, but honestly that's fine. It's cheap to make. We got enough wood. We have an okay amount of steel. Let's see. A few more slate blocks. There. What is D doing? He's training the dog. Cool. That's good. I wonder if that deer is still up here. Oh no, it's already rotted. Okay. Might have. Who's our hunter? I think D. He will hunt a horse. That'll be a good amount of meat. Yeah, I think we already ate through our initial meals. I think what I'll do now is tidy up this place a little bit. And what is it? Furniture. Shelf. Shelf. I'll make it out of slate so it doesn't catch on fire. So it's a good thing to try to avoid. And with the shelves, I usually link them. And for the initial shelves, I'll just keep it so it basically holds mainly everything. But then once we get a little bit better established, I'll be specific with what I want in each of the groups of shelves. Alright, so Vlad, I think, did most of the construction. Oh, he still has to do this. Once he's done doing that, then... oh, great, this is the worst part of the game, trying to come up with something. Faction name. See if there's any good random... I'll just do something... something like... the bunker. This is going to be a mainly inside base. Oh wait, no. I did this backwards. What's our faction name? Faction name. Ugh. Yeah, I'm super creative. Yeah, I didn't have anything planned for this. What do I do for other playthroughs? Whatever. I'll find something random. Oh, the southeastern northerners. That makes sense, right? Alright, what was I looking at before? Oh, what else we need to take care of? Ideally, we need to make some bedrooms. I don't know if that will happen right away. I could make some bedrooms like over here. And then once I get like actual bedrooms established, then turn that into the prison. Another easy thing to take care of is the cold. Temperature do we have? I'm not going to use the vanilla coolers because I have double bad hygiene, so I think that's kind of cheap. I could do a solar heater and then radiator. That'll be easy to do initially. That mainly means we won't have heat at night. I don't know. I'll get to that later. Everybody's still happy for the most part, so that's fine. Alright, we now have bathrooms. Or, toilets. And they do get a mood debuff if the water is cold. So, do a hot water heater. Or not heater, hot water tank. And yeah, I'll need to do something. Maybe an electric boiler. Guess you can't go wrong with an electric boiler. I don't know if it'll overload what I'm currently using for electricity. Power output. Yeah, I'll need batteries. Alright, what do I have Vlad doing? Warden, entertaining. Which, I don't know if we'll do any entertaining because I don't want to deal with guests, at least for a while. Construct. He should research. Once he runs out of things to construct. I don't think he has anything left to construct, so should be fine for that. Our ice is a little bit more than half grown. We have 9 simple meals, so that's good. They aren't currently being frozen, so they'll spoil. But if we just keep a low amount of them initially, then that's fine. What water do we have? Yeah, 1600. We're fine on water. These shelves are already filled up. So I think maybe what I'll do next is have D mine this steel vein and then just put more shelves here. That should be fine. And this is mainly probably going to be a marble section of the mountain. Maybe this north part looks like it's going to be mostly slate. But I think before I do that, I'm going to want to make some sort of initial bedroom situation here. Do I expand this? Do a prison here? That might work. Oops, what did I just do? Oh, okay. Where's mine? There should be enough bathrooms and stuff for now. Continue this upward. And good sized bedroom. Oh, I messed this up already. doors there, and then I'll smooth that for the vents. Which I don't know if I'll want vents. Yeah, temperature will be weird over here. I have to put like a door here. I'm gonna cancel that. Just do another bedroom here. Alright, that should be good for a bit. So D should mine that. Yep. And once he runs out of stuff to mine, have him start mining this out. I'm not sure if I want the main freezer area up here or down below here. I don't think it matters too much. If we put it down below here, then maybe we can connect it up with here, so there's a couple access points. But in terms of security, I'd like to have only one entrance to the mountain. I know with this area up here, that'll probably change. I'll probably block this off and plastisteel. All right. Vlad is doing some research. Honestly, I think I want batteries first. Vlad is level 11. Alright. Rice is getting there. We're good on food for a bit. Continue making shelves. Link these up. Alright, cool. And then for doors. Usually, I know wooden doors are faster. I don't know if steel doors are faster than wood doors. I think wooden doors are faster. I don't know if that's always been the case or if it changed or whatever, but for the bedroom doors, since they don't really access them that often, I mainly do some sort of stone door, just so it's a little bit added security if there's like an infestation, or once we turn these to prisons, then you know, it'll take a few more hits for the prisoners to break out if they have a certain kind of breakout. Yeah, I want to smooth these. Oh, that took Vlad away from researching. Which is fine. Alright, how close is our dog to learning hall? Okay, not close at all. Great. Should probably have deprioritize. Oh yeah, okay, he is prioritizing. Only level 3. I think to train the dog, I don't know if the dog will... I'm saying dog, I know it's a husky, but I'm just gonna say dog. Alright, he does eat vegetables. Cool. Or raw meat, if I was only raw meat. Alright, and I think... that horse... Yeah, I think we hunted that horse. I already used up all that meat. I'm not 100% sure if this is horse meat. Yeah, okay. That'll spoil soon, so we'll wait until our meals get down. And I also have... where is it? Temperature? Refrigerators. There's a mod for refrigerators, which is good to do initially. Like, it's a little cheap, but I know either way I'm gonna have a massive freezer, so it doesn't really change my gameplay at all. Can I do a quad? Yeah. I'll just put this in the corner there. 60 steel. It's a good amount of steel, but we already have almost 1,000 steel. We're gonna have like 1,500 from that vein. And I do like doing floors. We'll do slate or marble floors. I think marble should be like more beautiful, so you'll get a little bit more of like this beauty going up when they're surrounded by it. So I think what we'll do for our main like corridors will be marble floors. I'll just have to confirm that marble, like tiled floors, are more beautiful than slate. I think slate do. Doesn't really matter where I put this. Also, might as well start making marble blocks. I'll just do forever. And just do a smaller radius. No. I like doing drop on floor because it maximizes how long the colonists are actually doing the work that they need to do. And kind of cuts out them walking back and forth to the stockpiles, because I know eventually this dog will haul, and eventually I'll have some like hauling drones and stuff. Let's see if... No, D is god-awful at training animals. But he's getting some experience, so that'll go up. Is anybody else better at training animals? Lad is level 4. Tiny bit. Whatever. I think D has a passion, so I'd rather him train that up. Alright, our rice is almost there. We have enough wood for now. Indoor temperature is okay. It'd be great once this dog can haul, but that won't be for a while. Probably be winter time by the time that thing's trained. How's the pig's doing? Alright, one of the pigs is pregnant. Give birth in 2 days. Cool. More meat. And before I forget, let's make a stockpile zone here for our pigs to eat corpses. I don't know if they'll eat the anomaly corpses. I'll just put human for now. And not allow colonists. Colonists will put in either graves or sarcophagi. Sarcophagi? Damn. A lot of muffler. How much meat is that? It's gotta be like 200, 300? 300? 336. It's over 3,500 meat if I kill all these. Alright, and I think Vlad is researching. So I don't want to necessarily build a double bed yet, but I think he'll be able to because there's not enough marble. Alright, and then let's toggle the beauty. Alright, this is dirty. I'll get this guy to clean that. Alright, so it looks like the marble floor, the marble tile, and slate are the same amount of beauty. Which is odd. I think the walls might be different. Slate might be like... Well, this is smooth slate. Yeah, I think the marble walls, there's the beauty difference. I don't think it really matters if we do marble floors. I thought that wasn't the case. Marble tile. Slate tile. Alright, we got the monolith way up there. Oh. Alright, well, I guess that's on me. D is moving some bodies, and I don't necessarily want the corpses to... Fresh. There's danger. Yep. Yeah, we knew that was there. Alright. So we're going to need a little bit more food. I'm going to have these berry bushes be harvested. I don't normally harvest them, but... And this needs power. I think we're gonna really need batteries soon. prepare for batteries. I think I don't have power going. Oh, I put the battery right there. Thrumbos. I would say those wrong. And we have nobody who can tame them. I don't know what level you need actually. Ability advanced. I'm looking for like 15 or like 17 or something. Did I miss it? I definitely missed it. Yeah, this isn't probably interesting to watch, but I'm curious what level you need. Am I just missing it? Oh, handling skill 10? That's it? I thought it'd be like 15 or more. Alright, this is a pretty awful bedroom. Minus 43. This one's minus 30. It's a little better. I think that's mainly because all this steel, so I might have... What's D doing? Does he still have mining to do? No, he doesn't. Well, let me have him mine that out. Start mining this out. All those. I think D has most free time, so I might have him just start hauling all that onto the shelves. It probably won't be that much. Alright, I'm going to pause. Alright. So we have an enemy who fell from a transport pod. We don't have a prison setup, but if he's good enough, then I might make a quick one somewhere. Alright, nervous isn't great. Alright, that's okay. Firefighting or cooking, alright, that's fine. Shooting's good, melee's good. He might be a bit of a problem if he tries to escape. He's 42. He's not super useful. Shooting and melee is definitely good. Yeah, we can recruit him. Ah, here it is. He has an addiction. That'll be fun to deal with. His left leg has an old gunshot. I honestly might feed him to the pigs. Be their first meal. Now that I think of it, if we eat the pigs eventually, and they eat humans... Now, I'm not going to look too far into that. That's definitely nothing to worry about there. Alright, I think once we dig into this mountain, I'm mostly going to have slate. So I think I'll make the outside pathways kind of slate flagstone. And do something like this. Cool. Vlad is making bed. I think if we have D in the bedrooms. Then this is only awful minus 10. We can... I'm gonna make everything in the bedroom, like the bed, the end table, and the dressers out of marble, because I think they'll be more beautiful than slate. I'm not sure if that's the case, but I guess we'll find out. And yeah, Ironhead will slowly make some more marble blocks once he gets the slate blocks back up. What do we spend the slate on? Oh, these. Yep, that'll do it. Alright, already got some components, so that's good there. Alright, we need another slate door here. that to get smooth. Eventually I'll smooth all these walls, but I want Vlad to also research. He's got a lot of construction to do now, so that doesn't help, but... alright. Ironhead, why aren't you cooking? Should have enough there. Oh, it's cute, okay. Oh, maybe because power. Yeah, power is awful right now. Critical. Foods. Do all meals except for survival meals. Honestly, do some raw food too. For now. Alright, and we're harvesting some rice, which is good. I might prioritize Vlad to do research. Because I want those batteries. Alright, Vlad's researching. Shouldn't take too long to get that done. Ironhead is cooking. And D is harvesting some rice. And he has some mining to do. This barracks here is pretty bad. It's worse than the, is it? Minus 22. These are only minus 19. It's not that big of a difference, but I might as well set some bedrooms. I think Ironhead right now has the lowest mood, which you can tell from that little bar in the back behind the pawn. So I'll just reassign him there. And this one is minus 8, so I'll assign Vlad there. He's the happiest, it seems like, so you won't get a bed yet. Alright, how's our pigs? Oh, can't forget about our free meal for our pigs. Did the pigs already eat that? Did somebody transport it? Where did that guy die? I don't know if this will work. No. I thought he died over here. There's no way that the body from the guy was already hauled over and consumed by the pigs. Right? That'd be pretty quick. I think the pigs do eat people, like corpses, very quickly. But I didn't think it was that quick. Huh. Alright, well. I guess that works. I don't see a body on the ground unless I'm blind. Oh, we have a new pig. Alright, what is this? Somebody from a broken empire. These guards were killed in an ambush. Being followed by a man hunting hare. Alright, we can take care of a hare. He wants you to keep him safe at the bunker for a few... Oh, wait. Okay, he escaped. Alright, I don't really care about empire stuff, because the higher title that somebody gets, the more honor that they get, and the higher the title that they get, the more picky that they get. And I don't like dealing with that, especially with my first 3 people. I think Vlad will eventually be the leader. I don't need a ritual spot. Will eventually be the leader. Alright, we got battery. What else should be next? There's nothing that I want to like speed to aside from battery. I mean, there's a lot that has to get researched, but maybe septic tanks. Like that. Then I'll take off the research priority and go back to constructing. Ironhead ran out of slate chunks to carve up, so he's doing marble chunks now. The good thing I like about this like radius, I've never really used this radius before, and you know, if this is close to where you're doing a lot of mining, then just pick it up instead of having to haul it. Which I guess it doesn't matter if you haul it into the zone or whatever. Alright, this is open. What is this? What is that? Oh, it's just marble. Compared to slate. Alright, and I'm gonna want some more shelves. Good that we have gold here. I'll definitely use that at some point. It is warm in here. I might want auto doors. And let's go this way. Let's go this way, and I'll have some more like, vertical break-offs as well. But basically, this whole back zone will be bedrooms. I like to keep the bedrooms kind of just far out of the way, because they take up a lot of space, and they aren't really a priority. So whatever. All right, so we still need some more marble blocks. Vlad's working through that. Pigs are good. This is a llama? Alpaca? Got plenty of steel for now. Plenty of components. We're in a good spot. Power is not good, so I need batteries. That's what I want to do. I'll put battery right there. Might want to do 2 batteries. If I move this, D is our handler, so the dog will probably bond to D. Dog there. And then this will be D. Alright, cool. Is the dog already bonded? Oh, Ironhead, really? Alright. Okay, I think I did that right. And get rid of this. And put another battery right here. Might have Vlad prioritize that. And I might just have him build that as well. So now we have batteries, that's good. We need a really windy day to fill those up, and then we should be fine. Fine for a bit, at least. Power will be a constant struggle, but at the beginning you don't need too much of it, so that's fine. Alright, so I think we have most of the basics covered. Oh, I didn't want to deal with rice again. How much rice? We only have 52 rice. And we didn't make a lot of meals from that rice. Are those horses still here? Yeah, they're probably gonna leave soon. Hunt them all. Alright, and then how I like to set up the electric stove once I have a place that can that can freeze stuff is simple meal. 20, what is it, 26? Each of these areas holds 30. So in total, hold 120 meals. So I like to always have some simple meals in stock. Then if we cook fine meals, ideally I don't want meat being used in simple meals. If we can do fine meals, then we can do 56 of those. And that should put us in a good spot for a bit. We will have meat coming in because we have the pigs. So we will be making a bunch of fine meals. And I should probably take vegetarian out of the freezer, just because they last around 30 days in normal room temperature. So we'll probably use them up before they rot. All right. So we got some basic bedrooms set up. I think what we can do next is smooth these walls. So they're looking good. Yep, we know about this. Oh, do we have a, I don't know if this counts as a zone for animal corpses. Alright. That's why D wasn't bringing the horses back. Now there's just a bunch of dead horses everywhere. Alright, we're finally storing some power, which is good. D's training the husky. 2 out of 7. Alright, we're getting there. It's a 45% chance, so I think it was 30 something before. So that percent chance is going up, which is good. It means D's learning. 4. Level 4 for animals. Alright. I think it started off at level 2, so that's good. Alright, and Vlad has some construction to do before he actually starts researching those auto doors. But I'll basically want an auto door here and then every other main entrance. Alright, we have a ton of meat. We don't have any rice. These potatoes almost good. Oldest plant, 70% grown. So those are not almost done. Alright. I think what we need to do is have our simple meals use meat. We do have a lot of meat. And I don't want this to rot, so I might have Ironhead take some wake up and just do a lot of cooking right now. Oh, of course that happens. Should go right to cooking. No? Well, I'm gonna make them. It's priority here. Cooking. Oh. No. Yeah, you should cook before you. That's blocks. We do need some more blocks. So I think if anybody doesn't have anything to do, have them haul some slate. We are digging into the mountains, so we'll have more marble then. And with the storm, it's plenty windy, so our batteries will charge right up. We already have 25 simple meals. We didn't go through any meat. Alright. Oh, probably killed way too many horses. I think they're about to leave the map anyways, so I'll spoil in a couple days. Ooh, I should do some sort of recreation as well. I forgot about that. At a minimum horseshoe pin. Alright, he's training the husky again. Alright, 3 out of 7. That's good. Alright, I think let's start planning out what I want to do with the freezer. I forget exactly what the what space you can do in a mountain that doesn't like have it collapse. I don't want to do any columns or anything. So I think I'll do 11, like 11 tall, and then just make it really wide. And I know that it needs a bunch of insulation, so I do 3 insulation. I think 9 should be fine, honestly. And then this is how long I'll make it. I won't necessarily mine all this out right away. And then down below here, I'll do another like 3 wide. I'll just do this. Put shelves right there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is it even number? It's not. Wait a minute. So I'm gonna put shelves on this wall. Leave space here. Shelf, shelf, space. Shelf, shelf, space, shelf. Alright, that's fine. That works. Except for this right here, that doesn't fully work, but that's okay. And then 1, 2, 3 for insulation. And then this will be another hallway. Is that 3? Yeah. That'll be another hallway eventually. And then on this side, we'll do our hydroponics. I forget what size are needed for those, but that's easy to figure out. I'll probably do 3 hydroponics here, nice and close to the freezer. That way it cuts down on transportation, hauling time, and probably 2 of those will be for crops, and then the 3rd will be for hops, so I can make beer. I might do a 4th or 5th as well, so we can make a lot of hops and switch between hops and crops. But yeah, so that's the plan with that. This will be freezer. I'll have to mine that out. And then near the freezer, I want to have a dining area, and usually I combine like dining area with recreation. I think I'll do something like this. I need a big table in the center. This will be good for that. Maybe do something like that. And I can go deeper this way for recreation, but have a table there. And combine this out, and might as well put another table here. Haul these blocks out of here. D has a lot of mining to do, so where's that wake up? Take some wake up. And how much longer is this gonna? 19 hours. Alright. So I might get ahead of myself a little bit so I can make some fine meals. Yeah, go back to harvesting. This won't give us the full amount of potatoes that we'll get when they go to 100%, but I want some potatoes so that Ironhead can make some fine meals. I might put these fine meals to, what was it? 30, 60, 90, so 86. 86, 9. I don't think anybody's putting any raw food in here, so I'll just swaps those out so there's only for meals. And then once Ironhead wakes up, I want him to cook before this horse meat rots. Honestly, I'm almost done sleeping. I probably threw off his sleep schedule taking the wake up, but whatever. Alright, and then we'll also need power in here. I like to put the power in the walls, but since this is underground anyways, I think it's fine if we just do something like that. I do like to have redundancy built into the power, so wherever I can build like a little loop, I try to do that as well. And this will go all the way down there. And I do want furniture, wall lamps. Okay, it can go on walls that aren't smoothed out. Probably put this. I don't know what's centered, but I don't think that can be centered between that. No. Am I done? No, it can be centered. Light here. There. There. And light there. For a bit. I should also bring power to this area and bring some lights in there as well. There. Actually, no. That's where I want to put the vents. That's where I want to put the vents eventually. It's been a long day. Alright. Where's this? I didn't see this. 30 silver. Complete this quest? No, I didn't. Alright, whatever. Ironhead is doing some cooking. Meat will spoil soon, so he has to get this. Let's get this done now. Still, what? 350 horse meat left. Oh, the Docking Hall. Nice. Oh, very nice. Let's do attack and rescue as well. I don't know if I have the mod that makes animal hauling a little bit more reliable. Yeah, not sure on that. Is Vlad hauling? Oh, he's doing the conduits. Oh, it's starting to rot now. Why is he only doing the simple meals? Oh, what? Oh, the the meat rotted while he was cooking it. How much time's left on it? 1 hour. 13 hours for that one. Alright, well, we made as many fine meals as we could with all that meat, so that's good. Always can gain experience, D and Vlad. Level. Alright, so D is going to be our main miner, and I have a mod where you can do, like, what's it called? Expertises? Yeah, you can select an expertise. Once they get to level 15, and if they have a passion, then you can select like a specific expertise for that passion. So for mining, they can be good at using a deep drill. they can dig up more ore, like more items per ore. They can just dig quickly, or they can get more stone chunks when digging, which I don't know why you would ever really want that. There's so many ways to get stone chunks. Usually what I do are either drilling or tunneling, because in my late game I do a ton of drilling, but honestly tunneling is very nice too, so select that. And Vlad can also gain an expertise. I think in melee. Construction's close. I might have Vlad either do construction or research. I'd hate to waste an expertise thing on research. But late game, I do a lot of research as well. Whether it's for drilling underground or whatever. Alright. Ironhead should do some more cooking. Once he wakes up. I think this meat has some time on it. If I can click on it, Jesus. Come on. Ah, there we go. 5 hours. Wake him up now. There you go. They're all eating. Alright, he's cooking nice. I wanted to add a light inside here as well. I hate doing it above the cooking station as well. It always screws me over. So I go to click on the cooking station and then, yeah, it's not where I want it to be. Actually, no, it's dark where the research bench is. I'll get there eventually. No, I might just do like a floor light. Standing lamp. Yep. Good. Alright. Got 94 potatoes left. That's good. I want him to cook fine meals before he does simple meals, and I want to take meat off of the simple meals now. Alright, so Ironhead is doing some crafting now. Vlad is making these rooms a lot better. Now this is 32 compared to these other ones where the walls aren't smooth, are still awful. And then I wanted to make a big table here. Oh, this won't be centered. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, that's okay. I'll just ignore that. I've got plenty of plain leather, so I'll do a couple comfy areas to sit there. And some steel seats as well. Chunks to get moved. That dog should all those chunks eventually. I don't think the dog's really quick, but whatever. I'll do some nice looking tile for the bathrooms. Do some nice marble tile for this little hallway. And the bedrooms I'll eventually do carpet once I research that and once I get a bunch of cotton. I think I can probably expand this a bit. Just make sure. Yeah. What's D doing? Meditating. Does he have, what is it? No, I can turn that way down. I don't care about that right now. Alright, I want to do auto doors for here as well. Smooth the wall and do a vent connected to this. main path goes to the wall. Slate path. We don't have a lot of slate right now, though. Okay, so this is for the hospitality mod. You can have guests come. If they're happy, then, you know, they'll give you gifts. They'll also, like, spend money while they're at your place. But I am in no shape to accept any guests right now. They'll probably be pissed off that I have very crappy accommodations for them, so not doing that. Power, we're good with. There's a fire here. I don't really care about that, though. Yeah, we're in a good spot. This is very dirty, so I think anybody who works in here is going to get pissed off. And we need a leader. I think that's a leader. So with that being said, let me do some... I gotta figure out where I want all my ideology stuff to be. I could do it here, but this would also be a good spot for hydroponics. So maybe up here. Do some mining. Just do a large room over here. I do want this to kind of feel like a bunker too. So I know over here I did like one wide walls, but for like the substantial, I guess, rooms and areas, I might do like a two wide kind of thing, just so it's a little bit more of a bunker feel. So 1, 2, and then do a room. How do I want to do this? This will be the entrance to the room. It doesn't need to be huge. I want a path in the middle, so it has to be an odd number. And then, yeah. How big are the pews? Are they 2 or 3? Oh, this is not what I was thinking it was. I thought there were pews. Do not have that. Should probably turn this down to turn the temperature down so it lasts longer during solar flare. The current temperature stays lower for longer during the flare. Alright, D's doing some planting. What else can I do for production? Make some clothes. We're gonna definitely need to do that for the winter. I don't think the winter will be too crazy here. Let's see. Terrain. Average temperature 55 degrees. Basically 35 degrees to 77. There's probably gonna be cold fronts that come in, so probably get close to 0 degrees on like the coldest day of the winter. So yeah. We'll put out that fire, which I don't really care about. I'm not doing anything out there yet. Alright, so we'll make this little ideology area. So this will probably be like a wedding area. I might want to make it a tiny bit bigger. No. I can add different rooms too. Oh, I was like, why aren't these powered? It's because there's still a solar flare. Alright, bulk goods trader. Cool. That'll be helpful. We can get rid of some crap. We don't have too much crap though. But more importantly, buy some stuff. Thinking ahead, we're going to need a couple advanced components, so if they're selling those, we'll buy those. If not, we have plastic steel, we have gold, so that's honestly pretty good. I think we only need steel and components for the advanced components. So I think we're okay on that front. When I say we have gold, I mean this here. I just don't want to mine it to make our wealth higher than it needs to be. Vlad has the best social, so I'll have him Trading. Nope, don't arrest. Alright, cool. It does help having a higher social person trade. And let's see what they have. Alright, they got meat. I don't want to buy meat though, if I can help it. Cloth, honestly, I don't have carpets unlocked, so I don't want to do that either. Wolf skin, sell that. I don't care about that. We could sell some wake up. We can sell basically all our wood. Because that's easy to replenish and easy to sell. Just free silver right there. Honestly, they aren't selling a whole lot. I could get another female pig. Ooh, I'm going to have to stock up on some hay. I'm going to need to make a barn for the pigs for the winter. I might do that sooner than later. I've got plain leather. I might buy some cloth. I don't necessarily want to buy a ton of it. Just enough to make a couple things. Alright. Yeah, should be good. And I should focus on making that barn now. Yes, I want to plant hay. I don't have a lot of slate. That's okay. Not sure if animals will eat. Oh, of course this isn't even. I'm not sure if animals will eat out of shelves, because ideally I want to put the hay grass on shelves. But oh well, that's a later problem, I guess. Then for our zones here, I want to take hay grass out of there. And have hay be brought into here. And eventually I'll probably add air conditioning here so it keeps the hay frozen. Let me just also... I know Vlad will be building this, and he takes forever to chop trees, so do that so D can chop them. Yeah, that should be good for now. What's the minimum temperature that pigs can be? 23 degrees. So I might want to move these like sleeping spots inside here at some point, but for now this is fine. It's already deteriorating. This is okay. Might have to assign somebody to do some hauling for a bit. Making a good amount of marble blocks though, so that's good. Okay, D has some mining to do. Cool. Vlad has plenty of work to do, so I think iron. I'll have him all once he's done. What are they talking about? Woodworking? Odd jobs. Gauntlets. Alright. Billiards. Maybe they want a billiards table here. Oh, we don't have enough. Oh, we don't have enough cloth. Well, I'll put that down for now. I don't think we've used that yet. If I make this out of, where is it? Piece of cloth, plain leather, then we should have enough cloth for the billiards table. Get some wood from chopping these trees down. I'm not concerned about wood at all. unless we have like toxic fallout or something like that. But those might happen a couple times a playthrough, and that's it. Alright, we've got plenty of potatoes. Ironhead, I want him to haul. Transport pod crash. Willing to contribute once he's recovered. He will not leave voluntarily. Alright. So he's paralyzed. He's going to be paralyzed for a bit and unable to walk. Usually I think that lasts around like 20 to 30 days. Yeah, he'll recover naturally after many days. So we'll see how that goes. But new person is always good. Do they have an addiction? Nope. Yeah, 39 days. Sometimes they can like snap out of it before then, but usually it goes most of the time there. Right, teetotaler. He's not like drugs. He's a slob. It's not ideal, but honestly not bad. Crafter, that's good. Construction, that's very good. So this is yeah, not bad. He's also imped, so I think he can spew out fire every once in a while. So that usually I don't mess with that, but not a bad thing. All right, where is he? All right, port knife. I'm not even gonna pick that up. Why is this bear hurt? Muffalo? Is it close to dying? No. I was gonna say we could finish it off. Oh, here's a dead muffalo. I'll take that. Spoils in 2 days. 23% missing from it, so that'll probably be 200 something meat. Give us some more fine meals. Alright, Vlad did... No, still has construction left. Still needs slate blocks. Oh, actually, it might be good. These all have slate. Alright, we're having a party. I don't have a party spot designated. That'll be in here. Okay. This poor guy can't join. Yeah, we need to clean this up. It's probably a super ugly. Yeah. Yep. -3. Oof. 3.8. That's pretty bad. Oh, we got another pig. We got 2 female pigs and 2 male pigs. It'll take them a little while to get fully grown. 9 days, I think, so a few more days for this one to... Wow. Gave birth and is immediately pregnant. Alright. I won't ask any questions. Alright, party's over. At least that's a attended party. +8, that's pretty good for 10 days. So people will be in a good mood for 10 days, probably get some inspirations. I don't think we can really craft anything if somebody gets like a crafting inspiration, but whatever. I love when they mine one thing and then go to bed. And they traveled all that way to get there. It's just great use of time. It doesn't hurt me at all for trying to be efficient with everything. Doesn't hurt at all. All right. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. We haven't really had any serious raids or anything, so our wall hasn't been put to the test. Eventually, need to set up some spike traps here, just probably around the doors because that's where they're gonna get hit first. So at least we have some initial protection, especially when there's animals. Rabid animals that attack, they'll just run around your walls for a bit. So spike traps are good for that and for raiders. susceptible to any fire that comes by, so we'll have to watch out for that once we do that. Our pigs are growing. That's cool. We'll need to grow some hay for them for the winter, but other than that, should be pretty good. Can also grow some dandelions. I think are the best. Towards the end of the year, once it turns to fall, start growing dandelions, and the pigs can also like eat from that for a while before they start eating the hay grass. But yeah, I'll have to clean this up. We'll make an area for ideology stuff so we can make a leader so people aren't pissed off about that. Set up some more recreation. Eventually get a freezer going. I think. Can we do a freezer? No, I'll have to research that. Like the heavy freezer. And yeah. Not too bad. Our first 15 days. Survived it. We have a pretty good setup. So eventually all of this will be inside this mountain, heavily protected, and won't be susceptible to any form of attack other than infestations, which is the main drawback to doing a mountain base. But other than that, especially with vault walls, it's basically indestructible to get into. And eventually we'll bring this up here, expand it into here, have a backup plan to escape if we need to, but should be pretty good. Cool. All right. Well, that's all for now. Yeah. See you in the next one.